Today we delve into business and the idea of businessmen duping people in order to get more profits. I am Harrison Masharia, but before we get any further, here's our reporter with more.
Every business requires some form of investment and enough customers to whom its output can be put through on a consistent basis in order to make profit. But when businessmen...
My take on guys who are taking businesses and then just thinking about the profits is that they put the customer in a place where they're supposed to be. Because if you charge someone something, overly charge them, and then give them a poor service or give them a poor product, at the end of the day, those customers won't come back to your shop. You see, I was told that in a certain seminar, if you want to make money in this world, you'd rather make something that's of high quality and charge it so highly that even the durability of it just lasted for a couple of years. When someone pays that amount of money, they'll be like, you know what, if you want a good quality chair, go to this guy. Because he makes chairs, he's expensive, yes, but his chair is worth the money. A chair that can last more than 5 years, 10 years, and you have children in the house, that's something that's overvalued. But nowadays, people just run after making money. They're just there because they think even for simple jobs, maybe having maybe a movie shop or a canteen, they think just because it makes money, they'd serve the customers rudely or not talk to them back. At the end of the day, those customers do not come back because if they think it's just about money, it's also about customer satisfaction. And if they're not satisfied, they will change who they're working with. It's just the same with our current providers, electricity, network, telephone. If those guys just give us bad services, at the end of the day, when someone new comes up and gives us better services for better quality of money, then we'll move those guys. And we move like that quickly.
One.
Profit maximization as a goal in itself is not wrong, but there's an extent where it becomes foolishness. Because look at it this way: there is profit maximization, which is business, but then there is also life, and life has its own specific rules which do not accord to profit maximization. Now, a lot of these individuals that you find look to profit maximization forget that before you can profit maximize, before you can do business, you have to live life. And I'll give a simple example. Say you're a writer. We've had situations of fake news. Why? Because there is that hurry to be the first one to report, regardless of the factual element of what you're reporting. Now, because of being first to report, let's take the incidents of America right now and the Russian situation. Now, the truth of Russia's capacity to infiltrate the US is minuscule. You understand? But because it was reported and because now it pays more to report that Russia could have gotten Trump into office, it becomes very easy, because of profit maximization, to report it and without taking care of what impact it has on society. Because for that, you could easily split a nation and cause needless, possible, even civil war. Yeah? So a lot of these people, the place where profit maximization becomes a problem is when it doesn't consider or doesn't give value to life's existence above profit maximization. Because this one is secondary to life. You understand? The minute it becomes primary, you lose life, and when you lose life, you can't profit maximize.
After all is said and done, it all boils down to integrity. For Retrospect, my name is Joel Omolo.
Welcome to In Retrospect. Today we talk to an interesting man, Eric Cavo. He is the CEO for Politics Avenue, and we would like to understand how he handles his business. Your critics say you publish articles just to get ratings. How true is this?
In the world of blogging, you expect critics. And as much as we get to write and to blog, we expect the same critics. And so you can never get to understand where the critics will come from before you write. And so it is a free will. It's a free country. It's a free nation that people can critique. And for us, we write according to how we feel. If we think like our blogging is going to change the political system, is going to change the leadership and touch on politics positively, why not?
So you want to say that you do not just blog for ratings, you blog to write substance.
Exactly, and that is what makes us to be who we are, because we have so many bloggers, millions of bloggers in this world. So we do that because we understand the scope of the system politically As students, we do that in class. So we want to practice what we do in class and our morals to make sure that whatever we stand in for in the moral, systems of this country, in this world, we write towards that. We don't just do it for rating.
Okay.
Yeah.
Some time back within this university, there were some papers that were thrown around, let me say, that were placed in very strategic positions by a guy or a person who named himself Voice of the Voiceless.
Yeah.
Your paper took it up and you wrote about it and even had a voice note on this. People say that it was actually you who wrote this. How true is this?
As a blogging or as an information, a media house, we give out a report, and that's why we actually did screenshots of the papers as we had collected them from the ground.
The thing is,
Yeah.
many people did not see these papers. How comes it's only very few people, especially from Politics Avenue, who saw these papers?
The work of the media is to go for first-hand information. So we did that very fast before the papers could be picked. Mind you, that we have cleaners in this school. So the faster we are, the more credible we'll be in delivering first-hand information. So that's what we did.
But don't you think it's very strategic that as soon as they were dropped, you're the first people to get it? So people are actually wondering about the credibility of this. How comes it's only you and the cleaners? Because many students in this university did not actually quite get to see these papers, but only Politics Avenue and the cleaners, as you said. So how can you justify this, that it was actually not Politics Avenue that wrote this, but somebody called Voice of the Voiceless?
We can justify that by, there was an email that was sent to the DUSA, which was an email that was sent to DUSA, that is the student association, and the email was from a person somewhere. And so that email was actually had been sent before the papers was sent out and were taken, whatever dimension they were taken, by being thrown everywhere. And for us, we did not know about that story until we now saw the papers. They were actually thrown in the very wee hours of the day, in the mornings and the evenings. I think that is when the papers were thrown. But we came to discover on a Saturday morning, on a Saturday evening. And so we did write that because people are not normally in school. And so when we got a report from one of the people who understand that we do blogging and we are not partisan on any, so I decided to have the information on our side. Responsibilities for them to deliver.
Okay. In the business side, what is it that what are the challenges that you faced in Daystar University, or in the whole process of creating a brand for yourself as Politics Avenue?
Politics Avenue has come from it has been a journey, and one of the things that really stands out is that Politics Avenue was an idea that was made, and it is stood here in Daystar as one of the innovations that was started by a student. And so the fact that you are not even supported by the school, which I think should be able to support initiatives by students, made me thinking that this is one of the greatest challenges ever. Because I was imagining that we can have incubation process for some of these initiatives before we get out from there, before we even make a bigger name for Daystar, an institution that we have learned in, which has incubated an idea. So out of that, it made me realize that this is a great challenge. And so that has been the greatest challenge.
You're not a communication student, but an IR major,
Yeah.
right? How do you balance between Politics Avenue, your studies, and life?
I normally say that communication is within my blood. So I don't need to do it as the first thing. I need to go and learn something that is not within me, so that I can include my communication skills some other times later with content.
But we have very important classes like ethics, and that is why critics come after you, saying that some of the things that you write on your blog are not actually very ethical in nature, and that is why you have many critics.
I would rather say that is we have an editor-in-chief. In any magazine or website publishing, if you don't have an editor-in-chief who is specifically as a professional view on the same, that means as a failure. We have, if you actually go to our website, you'll find the editor-in-chief there. He's actually a guy who is doing communication. Every department in the Politics Avenue it is actually done by somebody who is working towards that. In our IT department, we have somebody who's doing IT. In our blogging, we specifically do guys, who do communication. We doing PR, people do marketing. Specifically, people are doing that. For me, it's to oversee and to drive out the idea. And so if an article has not been written quite good, then it lies under the blame of the editor-in-chief. But all the same, they still have to come to me. So I still have to take the blame for that. So I will really have to say that we still have a very professional angle because we have an editor-in-chief in the same mind.
Thank you so much, Eric Cavo.
Thank you.
That was Eric Cavo, CEO for Politics Avenue. Up next is the Hyperlocal Report.
Hi guys, my name is Vicky and I'm so annoyed. I went to a supermarket and got a product worth 1,000 bob, and then it can't even work, and it's an oil. I'm so annoyed. So I don't even know what should be done to such people, because they should just be sued. I think they should just be sued. So I'm gonna get a friend of mine who's gonna help me with it. So Dom, hi.
Hi.
Oh my God, you're so dark. Come here.
What the hell?
So what do you think about being given services which are not like the same as the money you paid? Let's say you paid 1,000 for a product which is low quality. What do you think should be done to such people?
I think they should be sued.
My exact sentiment. So,
or killed is also good.
oh really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they should be killed, honestly. Hi Mtekwa. Hi. Hey, you're so dark. I don't know why I'm getting dark people. Yeah. So now, what do you feel? How do you feel when you buy a product that is low quality and you paid so much for it?
I return it. I feel very, very, very bad.
So what do you think should be done to such people?
Put to jail.
Oh no. Okay, hit us up more on YouTube. Tell us how you feel about it. Till next time. See ya.
David?
David! If you don't open this door, I will switch off the heater.
Yote ni sawa, ukiwa na sawa. Sawa shawa, au shawa sawa. Yote ni sawa.
Introducing Sour Bathing Soap from Pwani. It's so sour, you'll want to shower for hours.
Steve Jobs said, it's not faith in technology, it's faith in people. That's all we had for you today on Retrospect. Do join me next time, same place, same time. I've been your host, Harrison Masharia.